Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Masadi Wynn, and I'm here on behalf of Fulton County Department of Senior Services. This is your second virtual piano class. Enjoy, okay? Let's begin. First thing we must do, okay, is pull out your notes from last week, okay? So, we should have the form of the treble clef. And we're going to go over the treble clef one more time, okay? This is what a treble clef looks like, okay? It's almost a cursive S. Now, we know that the treble clef means above middle C. Anything up here? This is your treble clef area, okay? Now, we have 5 lines we need to learn, which will be your notes on the treble clef. We went over this last week, but let's go over it really quickly again. There's the E, there's a G, a B, a D, and an F, okay? You might want to say every E, good, G, boy, B, a does, D, and fine, F. Every good boy does fine. Say that same 5 times, please. Okay, now we're going on to the spaces. There are 4 spaces in the treble clef. You have F, A, C, and E. F, A, C, and E. 4 spaces in your treble clef. Excellent. Go ahead and review from last week your treble clef, okay? Also, ladies and gentlemen, we have another review from last week, okay? We need to take an overview of the piano, please. Now, if you start from the beginning, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Start over. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Okay? 7 letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Okay? So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. They're your 7 letters. Now, we need to learn how to find a C. C. Okay? Let's have an overview of the piano. If you notice, your black keys, they are in sets of 2s and 3s. 2s and 3s. In order to find a C, you will find a group of 2 black keys. The first note before your 2 black keys is always a C. So, wherever on your keyboard you see 2 black keys grouped together, here's your C. 2 black keys grouped together, here's your C. Now, what is most important is finding middle C, okay? Middle C. So, you will look on your piano or keyboard. There's usually a logo right down the middle, okay? There's usually a logo right down the middle. You need to find the C up under the logo, okay? The C up under the logo. Middle C is extremely important because in most cases, everything above middle C is your treble clef, what we learned last week, okay? Everything above middle C is your treble clef. Okay. Now, that was a review of yesterday. We're on to something new today, okay? Now, before your class began, you would have printed this page off of the internet, okay? This is an overview of your bass clef, okay? So, as you see, your treble clef is that cursive S we were talking about. Now, your bass clef is a backwards C, okay? Bass clef is a backwards C. Let's take a view of the piano, please. Now, you remember we found middle C. Everything above this middle C is the what? Treble clef. Good. Everything below the middle C is your bass clef. Backwards C. Okay? Now, you're going to need to take the time. I need you to repeat after me 5 times. Good boys do fine always. 5 times, everyone. Good boys do fine always. Okay? That saying is important because the names of your lines, good stands for G. Boys stand for B on that second line. Do is on the third line. Fine, F on the 4th line. And always on your 5th line. Okay? G, B, D, F, A, good, boys, do, fine, always. Okay? You need to memorize that. I want you to repeat it, let's say 5 times, okay? Awesome. Now, we're still in our bass clef, backwards C, which means below middle C. And now we're going to work with our spaces. You have 4 spaces. Remember this saying. All cows eat grass. Okay? All cows eat grass. A for all is the first space. C for cows, second space. E for eat, third space. G, grass, fourth space. Okay? Now, starting the next class, we will review your bass clef, and I want you to notice on the bottom of the page it says, find middle C. Okay? Find middle C. Okay. Excellent job, everybody. Excellent job. Okay, now, review from last class, last week, video 1. Posture, okay? Do you remember that center logo where we find middle C? Okay, right here. You need to be standing directly in front of this logo. Your bench is even and not too close to the piano, okay? The reason being is because you only want to sit on half of the bench. That way you can keep your back straight and you can always keep good posture, okay? Very important. Next thing, thumb on middle C. Now we need to do a review of our fingers. If you notice my hand, I'm holding an invisible ball. You see my wrists, they're up, and my fingertips are playing the keys. Very important. I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Now, with your fingers, it's the same with your left hand. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're holding your invisible ball. Okay? Play it nice, evenly, and smooth. Excellent, everyone. Now, you found your middle C. Okay? Thumb, finger number 1 on middle C. We are going to begin your C major scale. Okay? Why are scales important, you ask? Good thing. Scales are important because you would love to learn your fingering. Learning your fingering is more difficult than you think. You want to kind of learn it while you play the piano. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Your scales will help you learn that fingering and get your hand-eye coordination together. When I say press 3, there will be no hesitation. When I say press 4, there will be no hesitation. That's what we need, okay? Awesome. So, your top line is your right hand. Number 1 is your thumb. Thumb on middle C, everyone. And let's begin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, C major scale is something that you are going to continue throughout your entire lifespan on the piano, okay? You will always have to play the C major scale. The key thing to remember is your fingering, okay? Let's take a look at it one more time. 1, 2, 3. Thumb under. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thumb under. 1, 2, 3. Thumb under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, we will not move on until the next exercise until we have that down pretty packed, okay? So we're going to continue to play this C major scale. I'm going to need at least 10 minutes worth of work on your C major scale, right hand only, C major scale, or right hand only, okay? We need 10 minutes of work, and do not short yourself because it will come back to bite you in the long run, I promise. We go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Now, everyone, in conclusion, okay? We have started our C major scale. I want to challenge you guys, okay? What we're going to do, we're going to take a quarter. We're going to place it on top of our head, like so. Now, we're going to play the scale without the quarter falling off. The key to this challenge is holding on to your invisible ball. If you play with your fingertips, you should have nothing to worry about. In conclusion, everyone, we are going to play your scale. I want you to place that quarter on your hand. We are going to challenge ourselves, okay? Now, this is the challenge that I want you to complete for next week, all right? This challenge will do two things. It will have your hand position correct. You will be holding your invisible ball because you will have to in order to keep this quarter on the top. Do not worry if you can't get it on your first try. You will. But after practice, you should be able to get this, okay? So just keep at it, and I will see you next week. All right? Thank you very much. Enjoy.